Hey folks, this is Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. In this video, be prepared for your mind to be blown. Mine was blown. This piece was inspired by Royce with Recycled Treasures, and it was something that I was like, whoa, okay, I've got to try this. So I didn't intend for this to even be a project. I was just testing things out, and I kind of just went with it, and we ended up with a piece. So we're going to use fast cast resin. There's part A and B. I do sell resin now on my website, scrappysrustics.com, and we are using an IOD stamp. I think that's the chrysanthemums. What you want is a stamp that has a lot of wide open space. You don't want anything that has little tiny intricate type openings because it won't really work too well. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to do this process, you want to have a stamp that has open areas. Like the sunflower stamp is a good one. We did that one in our subscription group, and it was pretty neat. It was pretty big, but it was pretty stinking neat. So when this is fast cast, this will dry set up super fast. You want to do 50-50, 50% part A, 50% part B. Give it a stir until it comes clear, and then go. It will set up on you, so don't fart around here. I said fart. Oh my goodness. Don't fart around. So stir it till it comes clear. If you need intricate, pour it into another intricate dish is what I do, because I have a hard time pouring anything out of these little cups. But we have these little cups available on the website as well that has a nice little pour spout on it. It just makes life easier. So this is my very first attempt. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just going for it. I over poured, like probably big time. But that's good because I can show you that you can clean it up. It's cleanupable. I have another mold on the side because you don't want to waste this stuff, and it sets up quick. So if you're ever pouring resin, have an extra mold beside you so you can dump off anything. So I kind of sped this up so you can see it. So it's turning white, it's drying. This isn't like a super fast motion. It usually sets up within 10 minutes. Ironically, the bigger your mold, the faster it sets up. That's the faster the chemical reaction happens. So see how much I over poured. It went on my thin set sheet, my thin mount, and I couldn't get it off of there. So be mindful of what you're pouring on because you might not be able to get it off. You'll be able to get it off here because it's silicone. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my X-Acto blade. I'm not pushing hard, but right now the resin is still very pliable. So I'm able to kind of score it in a sense and just pull off anything that doesn't belong there. Now, in hindsight, the second time I did this, I waited a little longer because this is pretty thin and it's very pliable right now. The resin has not gotten hard yet. So I literally had to pick every little intricate detail off. This is sped up, so it looks like it's going pretty fast, but it was not a fast process at all. But I was just delicately doing it. Look how stinking cool that looks, you guys. So then I was like, wow, it's still pliable. I was just going to leave it at this. So I'm going to show you... I'm trying to show you, picking all the resin pieces off, but that was the mold, and that's the reverse of it. So, I mean, the stamp. So cool. So I was like, wow, it's still pliable. It hasn't set up yet. Let's see if we can glue it down. So like I said, this just kind of just took on a life of its own. I was just originally going to pour the resin and just, you know, see what happened. And so far, I'm super happy with what happened. It's so cool. It's so unique. It does not damage your stamps. It's not a big enough area to get super hot where it's going to do any damage, because stamps don't like heat, and this stuff does get hot. But it's just so the thicker and bigger your mold with resin, the hotter they get. So I just used Titebond Quick and Thick. We have that available on the site as well, along with Wise Owl. We're using the color Carbon. Again, I just like, well, I might as well paint it now. So I just, you know, kept going with this thing until you saw the pictures in the beginning. Now, it didn't cover too well. I ended up with this weird white spot, or two spots on the top of the flower. At first I thought it was glue, but I'm still not sure what it is. It's still white, so I don't really know what the heck it is. It didn't paint over, and it didn't take the wax, so I'm really not sure still what. See those white spots there? Yeah, I thought it was wet glue. Like sometimes when the glue's thick, it's not really dry, but I have no idea what that is. So there's the extra large Scrappy cradle. We do have those available now. We have a few of them. It's June 15th, 2023. So right now we have a few, but they are extra large. They're about an inch bigger in the center and wide. And we're using Pentart wax in the honey gold is the color of this. So when you put it on your finger, I want to hit all of the high spots. Now you could use a brush and get in the lower spots. In this case, I just want to hit all the high spots. I had no idea how this was going to look. So when doing that, you want to get it on a paper towel so you get it kind of smooth on your finger, so you don't have like big gobs on your finger and it's not, you know, all over the place, because you're trying to keep this neat and just keep it on all of the raised parts. So at first I wasn't sure, and then I was like, all right, this looks pretty good. So I went to town. With any of these waxes, these colored waxes by Pentart, you can just keep layering them. Yeah, see, I thought that was, I don't know what that white stuff is. It's very bizarre. You put a little bit on and, you know, keep going, and then you can go back. You can put 3, 4, 5 layers on. Obviously, the more you put on, the more enhanced the color gets. So just keep doing it until you're happy. And then I decided, well, we might as well do the rims of this. But this is a really cool process, and it really did not take me that long, not even knowing what I was doing, to do this whole process. So I hope this inspires you to maybe give it a try. It's pretty cool stuff. You could do this with the long drying resin as well, if that's what you have at home, or color, whatever you have, So there's our project. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, follow, do all the things. And most of all, thank you for watching.